Welcome back to Daily Harmony, a journey through A Course in Miracles.
It's so good to be back.
Today we're diving deep into Lesson 106.
Okay, great.
So, as you keep going with the Course, you'll really start to notice
Yeah.
how each lesson sort of builds on the last one
Yeah,
and prepares you for the next one.
definitely.
Almost like unlocking a new
Yeah.
level of understanding.
I like that analogy, like building a foundation
Exactly.
and then going up from there.
Yeah. And so we're not going to do a super deep recap of Lesson 105.
Right.
But just as a little refresher,
Yep.
105 was all about recognizing God's peace as your own.
Yeah.
So that understanding leads really beautifully into today's lesson,
Makes sense.
which is Lesson 106,
Okay.
Let me be still and listen to the truth.
Wow.
So powerful.
Yeah.
At its core, this lesson is about the immense importance of inner stillness.
That makes sense.
Right. It's about quieting your mind
Mhm.
amidst all the noise and distractions of daily life
Yeah, we all experience that. So much going on.
constantly. And it's in that stillness
Okay.
that we can begin to recognize the truth.
The truth.
Yeah, the truth that lives within us,
Mm-hmm.
not outside of us. So it's not about finding something new.
Oh,
It's about recognizing something that's already there.
interesting. So, like, it's already within us.
These
They
dudes
just have
were-
to tap into it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we
Yeah.
just got to tune in.
Okay. I'm starting to get this.
Good.
So in this deep dive, our mission is to explore why this inner stillness is so vital for tapping into that inner truth and ultimately finding that peace.
Yeah.
And maybe even more importantly, to give you some practical tips and tools to actually bring that stillness into your life.
Exactly. Because what good is a lesson if we don't know how to apply it, right?
Exactly, right. It's got to be practical.
So let's unpack this idea of stillness being the key to recognizing truth.
Okay.
Now, Lesson 106 isn't suggesting that being still is just some nice, calming activity. Right.
It's saying that stillness is the fundamental way that we are able to perceive a truth that's already within us.
So it's not a luxury, it's a necessity.
Exactly. It's essential.
I see.
So what prevents us from hearing this inner truth?
Yeah.
Right?
Good question.
Like what is the obstacle? Imagine you're trying to listen to a whisper
Okay.
in the middle of a really loud, crowded marketplace.
Oh, I can barely hear you now over all this noise.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what our minds are often like.
Oh, that's so true.
They're full of worries and judgments and to-do lists.
Endless to-do lists.
Endless to-do lists, right?
Yeah.
It's all that noise, that constant chatter that we experience.
Yeah.
And the Course refers to that chatter as the ego.
Hmm.
It's the voice of the ego. So stillness becomes the way to step out of that marketplace.
Okay.
It's how we create that space to finally hear that whisper of truth.
So like a quiet room in a noisy house.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I get it. You need that quiet to really hear.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Okay, so how do we find that stillness?
Yeah.
Well, the lesson offers some very practical guidance.
Okay, good.
And one of the key suggestions is meditation.
Yeah, I've heard of that. What exactly is meditation?
Yeah, so meditation, as the lesson suggests, it's a powerful practice for cultivating this inner stillness.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be hours of silent contemplation.
Phew, because I don't have that kind of time.
Me neither. It can be as simple as finding a few quiet moments each day,
Okay.
focusing on your breath, and noticing your thoughts as they come up,
Okay.
but not getting carried away by them.
So just noticing.
Got it.
Just noticing. That sounds doable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this regular practice, this intentional setting aside of quiet time, that's what gradually starts to cultivate that inner stillness.
Interesting.
And as that stillness grows, it becomes easier to hear that quieter voice of truth.
I see. So it's like a muscle we have to exercise?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Like anything else, the more you practice it, the stronger it gets.
Yeah, that makes sense. Practice makes perfect.
So it's not about stopping the thoughts altogether.
Right.
Because let's be honest, that's like trying to stop the wind, right?
Absolutely.
It's more about developing that ability to observe them, to create a little bit of space between you and the thought,
Okay.
so it doesn't have complete control over you.
So I'm not on my thoughts.
Exactly.
That's powerful.
And the lesson emphasizes a gentle approach to our thoughts.
Okay.
It's not about battling them
Right.
or trying to suppress them.
Because that just makes them stronger.
Exactly, yeah. Because that just gives them more power, right?
Yeah, it's like trying to push a beach ball underwater.
Exactly. Is he going to pop right back up?
And come back up, yeah.
So instead, it's about this detached observation.
Mm-hmm.
They come up, you allow them to pass.
Like clouds, right?
Clouds
Okay.
drifting by.
I like that visual.
So in addition to meditation, the lesson also talks about affirmations.
Affirmations.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do affirmations help us find this stillness and truth?
Well, if you think about it, our minds are constantly engaged in this inner dialogue, right?
Yeah.
Self-talk all the time.
Uh-huh.
And that's where affirmations related to stillness and truth can be so helpful.
Okay.
By choosing to repeat these positive and affirming statements during those quiet moments.
Okay.
We're essentially retraining our minds, consciously aligning our thoughts with these concepts of stillness and inner wisdom.
So it's like planting seeds of peace.
Exactly.
In the garden of your mind.
Beautiful imagery. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now the lesson also talks about this idea of transcending the ego.
Transcending the ego. Now that sounds pretty deep.
It is. It's a pretty big concept within the Course.
Okay.
The ego, in the context of the Course, isn't just about being arrogant or self-centered.
Oh, okay.
It's an entire thought system rooted in separation, fear, and judgment.
Right.
And it's the source of that incessant mental chatter.
That makes sense.
So cultivating stillness is a way to step back from that egoic noise
Okay.
and to hear the quieter, more loving, truthful voice of your true self.
So it's about quieting the ego.
Yeah, and shifting our identification away from it. We're not our egos.
Right.
We're something much greater.
I got it.
So by choosing stillness,
Yeah.
we're creating a buffer between ourselves and the ego's frantic and often untrue stories.
Like a shield.
Yeah, like a shield.
Okay.
It's like discerning between the voice of fear and the voice of love,
I can see that.
right? And another tool that's really helpful for this is journaling.
Journaling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've spent some time in stillness.
Mm-hmm.
You might have some insights or feelings or a sense of clarity.
Yeah.
Journaling gives you a way to capture that.
Oh, to hold on to it.
Exactly, to reflect on it.
Yeah, because sometimes those insights can be fleeting, right?
Totally.
Like they disappear if you don't grab them.
Exactly. So write down those thoughts and feelings after a period of stillness.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps you identify patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Recognize what really resonates as true for you.
Interesting.
And really deepen your understanding of that inner wisdom you're connecting with.
It's like making it real.
Exactly. Giving it a voice.
A tangible thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So the lesson also encourages daily reflection.
Daily reflection.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does that look like?
Good question.
It's about bringing the intention of stillness and listening into your everyday life.
Right.
So you start your day with a conscious intention.
Mm-hmm.
Like today I'm going to make an effort to be still and listen.
Okay.
And then throughout your day, you pause.
Yeah.
You take a few conscious breaths.
Okay.
You reconnect with that intention.
Like a reset button.
Exactly. Just a reminder.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the dedicated meditation time.
Okay.
It's about integrating that awareness into your whole day.
Got it. Like a way of life.
Exactly. So now for you, our listener,
Yes.
how can you take this lesson and actually apply it to your life today?
Right.
We've got a simple exercise
Okay.
that you can try.
Tell me more.
Find just one quiet moment today,
Okay.
even if it's just 60 seconds.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Take 3 slow, deep breaths.
Okay.
And as you breathe, just focus on the sensation of your breath, moving in and out.
Okay.
And then silently ask yourself this question.
Okay.
What does it mean for me to be still
Yeah.
and listen to the truth?
Wow, that's powerful.
Don't try to come up with a specific answer.
Okay.
Just be open to whatever thoughts, feelings, or sensations arise
Okay.
without judgment.
Got it. No judgment.
Remember, this is just a starting point.
Yeah.
This is just a gentle first step
Okay.
in cultivating that inner stillness.
Makes sense.
So to sum it all up,
Mm-hmm.
the core message of Lesson 106 is this. True peace and understanding, they're not things we have to find out there in the world.
Right.
They're already within us.
Mm-hmm.
We access them through stillness,
Okay.
through listening to that quiet, truthful guidance that is in all of us.
Like a compass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about quieting the external noise
Mhm.
and the internal noise
Okay.
to finally hear that signal of our own inner wisdom.
That's beautiful. I like that.
And remember this journey of cultivating stillness.
Uh-huh.
It's a personal one.
Right.
Be patient with yourself.
Yeah.
Be gentle with yourself
Yeah, okay.
as you explore this practice.
It's a process, not a destination.
Exactly. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Lesson 106.
It's been a pleasure.
Please like, share, and subscribe. See you tomorrow.